ebusuafo masan so atena se aha eye Ghana tube so enye ensem no yemu enremu eye ya mampanyi His Excellency Nana Addo Ekufuor-Addo atena se akasa enye na nya asem kita wa shake Ghana for power with the surprise message out of when name say constitutional day eye day bi mampanyi ankasa and the sign ye e de by na ye new holiday be a constitutional day na emo mampanyi eba abem no se e wo se ye nya bibisa eza se Ghana democracy enwunya constitution enwunya enti wo se ye peda edisi ho ni ye celebrate enti mampanyi and ye nya semketwa odi nsem ato ho na nsem a wehwegu ho on the constitutional day de na na Ghana fo nyina no e wo se wangasa ode waso etibi adofo yemohwi yenkotie eye ya mampanyi na yembra.
Sunday, 7th January 2024, will mark the 31st anniversary of the coming into force of the Constitution of the Fourth Republic, a day which has, since the enactment of the Public Holidays Amendment Act of 2019, Act 986, been christened Constitution Day, and which we are commemorating for the fourth successive time. By common consent, all well-meaning Ghanaians are agreed that the democratic form of governance is the most preferable, and we must do everything possible to guarantee the longevity of the Fourth Republic. Indeed, our attachment to the path of multi-party democracy continues to yield considerable benefits for our nation in comparison to the period of authoritarian rule. We've made sustained efforts to grow the size of the economy, witness rising levels of per capita real incomes, overseen a systematic expansion of the private sector, promoted efforts to meet the most basic elements of social justice, that is, access to education from kindergarten through to secondary school to tertiary level, and affordable health care to all citizens, which are ongoing. Recorded significant reductions in maternal mortality rates, entrenched media freedom, and heightened public accountability, deepened attachment to the rule of law and respect for individual liberties and human rights, raised public consciousness about the need to safeguard the environment and respond to the menace of climate change, and created an atmosphere in which government and regulatory policies attempt to enhance rather than inhibit or frustrate trade, commerce, and investments. I've spent my adult life fighting for our individual and collective rights, and it is therefore gratifying to note that the nation's adherence to democracy has not waned. We know that there are no quick fixes to the challenges confronting us, and as we have seen in recent times, democratic structures of governance are capable of accommodating the most difficult of circumstances. We have happily turned the corner on our economic situation as we experience the rebound of the national economy, and we will continue to work strongly at the problems facing the nation, knowing that the solution every 4 years rests in part on the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people when you exercise your power to choose freely your leaders to manage the affairs of the country. Fellow Ghanaians, democracies are grounded on viable elections, and this year, like we have done on 8 other preceding occasions, we will go to the polls to elect the president and my successor. No true Democrat can disregard the importance of elections and the sanctity of the ballot. It must thus be in our collective interest to ensure that the rules and regulations for the conduct of this year's elections are fair and transparent, and that we all develop respect for them, a respect that should not be a function of whether you win or lose. All stakeholders, that is the Electoral Commission, the political parties and their leaders, the electorate and citizenry, should work to assure the consolidation of Ghanaian democracy and help us maintain our pride of place on the continent as a model of democracy in Africa.
Company in summer all candidating said democracy or my Ghana ye papa say yama democracy ye na for republic say it meeting ya kozi pepe enya afa ni asi ku bi eba na yama okontokwa ni asan kwa next republic aseda bi eno ye ne saa ene na ye koyechi senya Ghana edu nanim de say saa ena yedu nanim adofo yentie eyama mpanyin nsem ne to aso na meba no aso.
At the end of it all, there should be no lingering doubt about the legitimacy of the election, and the winning candidates and the conclusion of the process should receive the unalloyed support of all. That is how we can strengthen our democracy and the peace and stability of our nation. On a lighter note, 3 years on, I'm still waiting for my main opponent in the 2020 election to congratulate me on my victory. I swore an oath on 7th January 2017, and again 4 years later on 7th January 2021, to be faithful and true to the Republic of Ghana and preserve, protect and defend the Constitution. I shall continue to do just that. It will not be under my watch that any adventurer will seek to torpedo the democratic path on which we are embarked. I will help see to it that we have a free, fair and transparent election in December 2024. You have my word. Ghana will be the victor of such an outcome, not any individual party or candidate. Nonetheless, I urge you, my fellow Ghanaians, to continue to embrace the basic values of the Constitution, founded on the principles of democratic accountability and respect for the rule of law, human rights and individual liberty and freedom, which the great majority of us believe must form the bedrock of our national development and individual prosperity. Yet alongside this freedom, we must with the same passion and commitment uphold our individual and collective responsibility to contribute proactively toward the greater good of society. This is the vision of a free society. No society can be truly free unless its citizens feel the need to embrace both liberty and duty, hard work and compassion. Ghana is considered a beacon of democracy and stability in Africa, and the celebration of Constitution Day should inspire Ghanaians even further to hold on to this enviable status. Once again, I thank Almighty God and you, the Ghanaian people, for giving me the opportunity to serve you these past 7 years. I have not taken it lightly. I remain committed to the mandate you freely gave me, and will use the last year of my stay in office to do all in my power to continue to help create a free and prosperous nation of opportunities for all. The battle is the Lord's. Long live Ghanaian democracy. Long live Constitution Day. Long live the Fourth Republic. I thank you for your attention.
And you know, my opinion, fellow Ghanaians, dear, I want to me NG and Finism. Other for Brofono, my opinion, Eshi, Egu, for comments, Ewu Kimi, our comment section, Obeti Yaka said, democracy, dear, and yet my ever my Ghanaian, new forceful cry. Na yapamom na no for which I say democracy enye juma ewo man kan no nyina no meje bre akinkan ede amamo aha Ghana to you.